Hi, Ryan Thompson here at Bailey Gardner, and wanted to talk to you today a little bit about the importance of doing research and keeping up with trends that are going on. Here at Bailey Gardner, we do a lot of research and reading to make sure that we're always bringing to the table new ideas for our clients. And so I just wanted to recommend a few places that I go to and read on a daily basis and some of the trends that I've noticed in the last several weeks here. Um, First, I always read Media Post and OMA subscriptions. Excellent content. I get about 10 to 15 newsletters a day, and I sift through them on various categories. Really good content. You can see a lot of the same stories being distributed on Ad Age as well, which I definitely recommend reading if you're in the industry. If you want to keep up on anything going on in the media landscape, related to any vertical and also any segment, TV, radio, online. Great resources, good writers, and I recommend reading those daily, if not weekly. Um, Also, I need to recommend reading Mashable. Hopefully, you know about this by now. Mashable is a great resource, especially for social media related campaigns and insights, tips, anything having to do there. And they also cover a lot of other areas within our industry as well. And so one of my favorite publications, TechCrunch, is being purchased by AOL recently, and they provide excellent content, especially if you're into the digital arena at all. I recommend reading that at least once a day, just browsing through at least their top news articles. So I spend a lot of time reading those, at night or when I have spare time, and it helps me bring to the table a lot of new ideas for the clients and just keep up to date with trends. The digital environment especially is changing daily, as well as TV is making some big changes. I think we're going to see a lot of different things going on with how content's distributed. Some of the things that I've noticed over the past few weeks that I want to share are in the display advertising space. And revenue has recently gone up from last year to this year. So we're seeing growth again in this space, which is good. It means advertising is coming back into the online space, which means there's going to be innovation. Both Yahoo and Google are putting a lot of emphasis here. Google has a whole microsite devoted to the evolution of digital advertising and specifically display advertising. It's called Watch This Space. They pushed out a large campaign targeted towards marketers, so I recommend going to this microsite and checking out what they have to say about display advertising and the future of it. Yahoo also just purchased an ad firm called Dapper, which is going to allow them to do some very cool, innovative things in the space as well, such as pulling information directly from your database or website into ads, and being able to compete on the same level with Google. So they're staying on top of themselves there. Also, NBC local sites have seen enormous audience gains. Local content is starting to jump all over the place. We've seen AOL distribute local content through their new provider or entity, Patch.com. And I think this is going to be a pretty big evolution in the terms of how we engage with content and how we advertise in local markets as well. So something to definitely pay attention to. And the very last thing I want to touch on real quickly is just content distribution with television and the broadcast net and cable networks and what's going on in that space. I've read a lot lately about how DVR is an interim solution for watching content versus on demand. And I'm sure if you have cable, you've gone and used on demand. And what I've been reading is that they're going to slowly start evolving to a more on-demand scale where you're able to select any of the content you want to watch at any time, giving you, the consumer, more availability to watch whatever you want, whenever you want, without having to actually record it. The benefit here is that it allows for the content distributors to actually run advertising in that space without having the consumer skip over it. And this is a good thing because it's going to keep the funding available to allow for that content to continually get produced. And we all know that content is king, and it's something that we consume on a daily basis, and it's what makes TV so popular. So this model is taking more of a digital kind of on-demand, what I want now approach, and it's interesting to see how this is going to integrate with applications such as Google TV, Apple TV, and so forth. So keep your eyes and ears open and keep doing your research.